This is a mobility drill that I walked through with one of my in-person clients because he was feeling pretty beat up and stiff and sore from all of his sport-specific training and his strength training. So if you're implementing this, you could always add it in before your karate training or before strength training as a warm-up, or maybe even try it on one of your off days. So I'm going to take the first part of the video and just walk you through each position and how we're transitioning from one position to the next. And in the second half of the video, we're going to actually flow through all of the movements so you can do it more like a sequence or a flow. So we'll start off in tabletop. So you'll have your hands, fingers spread on the mat. Hands are going to be as wide as your shoulders. Knees are as wide as your hips, so don't have your knees too close together because this makes it easy to transition into downward facing dog. So we're going to curl the toes under. The hips will go up and back from your wrists, so we're not jamming the wrists. Now, if you can't do this for whatever reason, shoulders won't allow you to do downward facing dog, you can always do downward puppy, where your hips are elevated, but your knees are still down on the mat. So either of those is fine. And then from there, we would be transitioning into a cobra. So we're dropping the knees down, dropping the hips down, and we're allowing the chest to open toward the front. Now that's a pretty strong back bend. If that's too much for you, going down into like a sphinx pose for a second is fine, where the hips are down, but your forearms are down and the elbows are placed underneath the shoulders. So either cobra or sphinx pose, and then from there we're going to go into extended child's pose. So that will be knees out wide, so you're putting your knees out on either side of the mat and you're bringing your big toes together. The hands will reach out in front of you and you'll sink your chest down toward the mat, similar to downward puppy, but a little bit more of an emphasis on opening up through the upper back and through the shoulders. So from here we're going to come up and forward, so you'll want to bring the knees in slightly. We'll take our right foot, bring it up for a low lunge, and you'll plant that left hand down. So I've got my right leg in the front. The right hand is going to do a big circle toward the right, so we're getting a little bit of thoracic movement. Mid-back is opening up here. We're allowing the shoulder to get some motion. As the hand circles back down, you'll shift your hips back to do like a half split. You can lift the toes if you'd like. So a big stretch here on the back of the hamstrings. We'll pull that right foot back, and then we'll repeat it on the other side. So downward dog, into cobra, drop the knees, flatten out the tops of the feet, send the knees out wide, bring the big toes together for extended child's pose, bring the knees in, step the left foot forward for a low lunge, and then big circle here with the left arm. As the arm circles back, we move back into a half split just for a second, unless you just want to hold it for longer, and then we reset back to the beginning. So hopefully that makes sense. So we'll do a few rounds here together, starting tabletop. Take a breath in, exhale up into downward dog. Inhale forward, go into a cobra, drop the hips, lower the knees. Take a breath in, we'll exhale back into extended child's pose. So knees are out wide, big toes together, sink the chest down to the mat. We're gonna come up, bring the knees in, right foot forward, big inhale, circle the right arm. Exhale, send the weight back. So you're stretching out the back of the right hamstrings and calves. Reset the right foot. We'll do it again on the other side. Big breath in, exhale, downward dog. Inhale forward into cobra, drop the hips. Exhale back into extended child's pose. So knees out wide, big toes together, drop the hips down. As you come up and forward, you're gonna bring your left foot up, low lunge, sink the right hand, big circle of the left arm. As the hand comes down, we're exhaling into half splits. Okay, so let's do that one more time. Big breath in, exhale, downward dog. We're gonna go kind of slow here. Inhale forward for cobra, chest lifted. Big breath in, exhale, down, extended child's pose, so toes together, knees out wide. And you can take an extra breath here if you need to kind of settle in this one. Bring the knees in, right foot forward. Big circle of the arm, exhale, half split. Same thing on the other side. Plant the hands, big breath in, exhale, downward dog. Inhale forward into cobra, so drop the knees, sink the hips, lift the chest, shoulder blades together. You don't have to crank the head back, by the way. Send the knees out wide, big toes together. You'll exhale into extended child's pose. And then we'll bring the knees in, step the left foot forward, down into a lunge. Inhale the left arm around, exhale half split. All right, so if that's still giving you a little bit of trouble, you can maybe rewind the video and walk through this beginning part with me again. Or you can always do the slower speed on YouTube. But we're gonna flow through here 2 times. Okay, so here we go. Big breath in, exhale, down dog. Inhale, forward into a cobra. Exhale, extended child's pose. Inhale, knees together. Bring that right foot to the front, exhale. Big breath in, right arm circles around. Exhale, half split, weight goes back. And let's reset. Inhale, breathe out, hips up and back, downward dog. Inhale, forward cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, left foot to the front. That was exhale. Inhale on the left arm. Exhale, half split. One more time through. Big breath in, exhale, downward dog. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Forward as we bring that foot. Big breath in and out. Big breath in for the circle. Exhale back. Doesn't matter if the breaths are exactly right. One more time. Breathe in and out. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale to bring the knees in. Exhale, left foot forward. Big breath in, left circle. Exhale, forward fold. Awesome. So hopefully that helps. If you tried it out and you like it, let me know in the comments. If you hated it, also let me know in the comments.